Hi friends and welcome back to my channel. Well, as what happens to me very often, an unplanned Sephora haul. So yesterday I was only taking my son to Sephora because he needed a new cologne, and even though I do keep a list in my phone of things that I want to pick up at Sephora, I wasn't planning on it, but then I got there and it just happened. Seriously, I didn't mean for it to happen. But since it did, let's go through what I got. The most unexpected thing I got of all was this from Kist. There's a girl that I follow on TikTok who has the most stunning hair I have ever seen. If I can remember her name, I will link her down in the description box below. But she was talking about this product from Kist. It is from the Chroma Absolute line. It is everything here is like half in French. Half in French, so I never know what I'm really reading. I guess it's like an acid chroma gloss. It says resurfacing high shine rinse treatment. Basically what this is it's lactic acid that you put in your hair after you've washed it, and it, I guess, kind of helps not only strip out some of the maybe buildup. I don't know. It's not like a clarifying shampoo, but it also just makes your hair very shiny and very silky. She said you don't even need to go in with a conditioner after using this. I was just I was mesmerized. I always am by her hair, and I'm she said this is one of her #1 products, and it's pricey, and the bitch is pricey. I think it was $58. What? But I was still intrigued, and I thought, okay, she did say that there is one another one that she recommends that is from L'Oreal. I'm not sure what it is. I have a feeling it might be in that Elvive line, so I will definitely give that a look. But I mean, might as well start with the best first. Oh no, your girl's got some problems. All right, so let's just go. Oh, this. I picked up another Fenty Demi Glow because on the Sephora site, it actually says limited edition, and I have on the Demi Glow right now in Too Much. This is I don't like using hyperbole that often, but I think this formula is my favorite highlighter formula of all times. And because this is a little more pinky peachy, it's great for me in the summertime. It's not going to be great for me come winter when I'm super pasty. So I did pick up another shade. I got Pretty Pearls. And as you can see, Pretty Pearls is a little more natural, and especially on, oh my God, it's so silky smooth. Let me just show you here, especially on my skin. I hope this translates for you guys. This is a glow without being chunky. It's not heavy. It's a very thin formula, but the glow to it is just, I'm mesmerized by it. So I had to get Pretty Pearls. I mean, how could I not? Because if Sephora is going to threaten me with limited edition, then I'm going to stock up. And honestly, I've never hit pan on a highlighter. So I'm never ever going to go through these, but I just wanted to make sure, did I put this back together the right way? Of course I didn't. I just wanted to make sure that I still had it in all the shades that I want, because the last thing I want, or any of us wants, is falling in love with a product and then not being able to ever get it again. That's the absolute worst. While she plays with her packaging. I'm sorry, I know you're here. And why am I putting it back in the box? I'm only gonna open it and use it. This isn't, oh, so stupid. But seriously, that glow, oh my God. There aren't many things that I tell you guys you absolutely must have, but if you're a highlighter girl, getting a Demi Glow in 1 or 2 shades, just do it. Thank me later. Oh, and just for a little aside, I always put it on Hot Mess Express today. There it is. I always put it on with, I use the bottom of a dampened beauty blender. Basically one it's damp, but it's already been through all my other products. I will put it on and then I'll go on with my blush afterwards. And then if I need an extra touch up, I will. But I feel this is the perfect way to put it on to just get that, that light, beautiful glow. It's just, the two of these are magic together. Next up from Rare Beauty, I had to pick up their new True to Myself Tinted Pressed Finishing Powder. It comes in lots of shades. I was back and forth between the shades Ivory and Porcelain. And of course, Sweet Joey, who was helping me in the store. They were out of Porcelain, but he really thought that the Ivory might be fine for me. I don't know. We'll see. I can always return it. It's fine. And honestly, they were really affordable. I feel like they're $20. Does that sound right? It just felt super affordable to me. Now, it's a finishing powder, so it's making me crazy. I'm seeing all these people using it to like set their under eyes, set their wet foundation. No, you use loose powders for that, or you use powders that are meant for actually setting your makeup. This is not a setting powder, it's a finishing powder. So we want to go over the top of our makeup with this. So I would use a lighter, fluffier brush, and actually they sell their own puff. It is like a diamond shape and it's supposed to be fantastic, but my store was sold out. So the first time I'm going to use this, I am going to use a brush just to see, because the brushes give a lighter application. And for finishing powders, I always like a brush. It's pretty. I just want to make sure it doesn't oxidize. But here again, this shade, I'm a little back and forth. So if I do like the actual formula of it, it is talc-free, then I will get it in the lighter shade for summertime, which I believe I said is porcelain. But the other thing about that powder puff that makes me mental, I can't stand like when a pressed powder obviously is in a compact and there's nowhere for the puff to go. Like there are very few brands that still have either a puff inside of it or make room for it in the compartment. I don't get it. Like, am I just supposed to have like a random powder puff just like flying around my purse? Does not make sense to me. Okay, next up, so I never do this, but this time I picked up two. So Tarte has a new setting powder. It's their creaseless setting powder, and it comes in both pink and lavender. Now, I'm a pink girl at this point. Most of my setting powders are pinks. I love them. And there are brightening ones. There are some that are just like very skin tone. And originally I thought to myself I was going to get the lavender because I haven't had a lavender powder in quite a while. I had the Fenty one like a few years ago. It wasn't the right shade for me. I saw this one in the store. Look how pretty that is. I saw this in the store. Look at Tarte putting a puff in there. They heard me. It has this nice sifter compartment, which I love. But this here shade of lavender, first of all, the softness of this powder, super finely milled. And when I tried it on my hand, I was like, oh, that's a very brightening powder. So it's gonna be nice for under my eyes and definitely in the winter. Right now, I don't think it's gonna be quite perfect for me. Not that I'm tan or anything, but for me, I have like a little more color. And I was back and forth between that and the pink, and I was back and forth, and Joey and I looked at each other and we said at the same time, get both. The way those Sephora people enable me sometimes. And then there's the pink. Now, it's not like a super brightening pink. Oh God, it's so soft. I'm so pleased with the formula on this. Like Tarte doesn't do a whole lot that impresses me, but this powder, it is so nice. So can you see the pink next to the lavender? The pink is definitely softer. It's not, I'm not gonna say it's not brightening, because it can definitely be brightening, but I think for like an all over setting powder, it's going to be the right shade for my skin. I'm like super excited to use this. I will of course like keep you guys posted. I had promised you also that I was going to keep you posted on the tier and how that, like what my feelings were on that. So you know what? Maybe in a couple weeks, I will like bring it all to you. Kind of, revisiting everything that I've purchased recently and how I really feel about it. Yeah, let's do that. And here again, putting it back in the boxes. What is wrong with me? Okay, next up, what is this? Oh, the Natasha Denona High Glam. I have this already. I think I have it in the shade, I had it in the shade N1, and it's fine for summertime, but it's a little dark for me any other time of the year. So I actually love the shade of my House Labs. I have 04 Fair Neutral. So I said to Joey, I want this shade, but in the Natasha Denona High Glam. So we got as close of a match as we could. Everyone loves this for a reason. It is super, super fantastic and hydrating. It's so great, especially for those with like dry under eyes or aging, crepey skin. And when I first put it on my hand, I was like, I don't know. But then as I kind of spread it out and worked it in, I don't know if you can tell there, but it's like the right shade for me. I think it's got a little bit, even though it's neutral, it has a little bit of a pink undertone. It blends in with my skin really well. But I just needed another shade. That's the thing. Sometimes when you get like a product and it's like super hyped for how great it is, but you don't have the like perfect shade for you and you put it on, you're like, I don't like this so much. very often it's just like the shade being off. The formula can still be fantastic, but the shade will totally skew you. That happens to me all the time with foundations and with concealers. Next up, I can't believe I did not run to the store the day this launched. This is the new Hourglass Unreal Liquid Blush. I got it in the shade Scene. I actually thought I was going to get more than one shade. I really liked this shade, and there was another one at my store that I liked really well. What was really interesting is the very dark shades. I had put like several shades in my hand, of course, and the really dark shades I never really put on my hand, but I thought, oh, let's just see. They're gorgeous on fair skin. It's because you use such a little amount. Let's get this off of here. Am I supposed to shake this? Yes, it is. Shake well. You know how I am with reading the directions. As you've probably seen, there's a button on the back that you're going to push down to dispense the product, and just let, can you see that? One little drop come out. I'll use my finger, but when I do it on my face, I'm going to use a brush. Look at how one little drop goes forever and ever and ever. Oh my, that shade is my shade. That like sheen is what I am living for currently. I am so into this formula. I've even seen that you can put it over top of your powder. Should we put just a little bit on? No. I'm going to test it out properly and come back to you guys with like my full thoughts on it. But right now, the shade and the sheen is everything I could hope for. And honestly, like for what they charge for this, I can't remember what it was. It's pricey. I want to say $36, $38, something like that. But the fact that I only need one drop, insanity. It's going to last me forever. And the last thing that I got, this I've been putting off buying, and I don't know why. This is the Bobbi Brown Smoky Eye Mascara. I have seen Lisa J talk about this for years. And then I saw Makeup by Nikki LaRose. She was talking about it because she had been influenced by Lisa J. And I thought, oh my God, girl, what are you waiting for? So I finally picked it up. This is supposed to be just like the be all end alls to mascara. So I'm going to give it a try and see how I like it. It doesn't come in a waterproof version, but Nikki LaRose said it really does not smudge, smear, flake, so it shouldn't be a problem. The waterproof for me also, it holds a curl, so I'm really hoping this holds a curl. Yeah, and that is it for my haul. I know, it's not that big. I actually was like pretty proud of myself. Although, when you add it up, I mean, the bill's still what the bill is. And look at, I'm putting everything back in the bag. Why am I doing that? Like, am I gonna take it to somewhere else? And no, the things I do. Oh my God, and this hair. You know how I'm gonna wash my hair every day, girl. Well, I have a hair appointment today, so I haven't washed my hair. And it kind of shows. Oh, and for those of you who are new to my channel, hello, my name is Jennifer. I'm into all things hair, skin, and makeup. And if you are too, if you would do me a favor and please hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. I upload Friday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern time. All right, so that fun little unexpected shopping trip was kind of fun for me. I hope you enjoyed the haul. I will, of course, leave everything linked in the description box below. And as always, I want to thank you guys so much for being with me, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.